Good morning, students. Welcome to Bindu Dhadwal Chemistry Lessons. Today we'll be solving the chemistry section of NEET 2021. The correct option for graphical representation of Boyle's law, which shows a graph of pressure versus volume of a gas at different temperatures. So as you know that in Boyle's law, the pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So as the volume increases, the pressure should decrease and graph should point downwards. Volume, if volume is constant, we know that the temperature is directly proportional to pressure. That means at higher temperature, the pressure will be higher. So option number 3 will give you the correct answer to this question. Acid strength increases in the order HF is less acidic than HCl is less acidic than HBr is less acidic than HI. That is true. Statement 2, as the size of elements fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine increases down the group, the bond strength decreases. So acid strength increases. So this statement is also true. So option 4 states here that both statement 1 and 2 are true is the correct answer to this question. Tritium, a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, emits which of the following particle? The answer should be beta particle. The maximum temperature that can be achieved in blast furnace is up to 2200 Kelvin. Noble gases are named because of their inertness towards a reactivity. Identify an incorrect statement about them. Noble gases have very high melting and boiling points. No, this is not correct. This is incorrect. Next question, question number 56. Identify the compound that will react with Hinsberg reagent to give a solid which dissolves in alkali. So Hinsberg reagent is benzene sulfonyl chloride. So when the Cl part of this Hinsberg reagent combines with the H of the amine, HCl will be formed and will be released, and this combines with the amine. Now in case of primary amine, there is still one hydrogen left which is acidic in nature, so it will dissolve in alkali. Tertiary, the reaction itself does not occur. Next question, among the following alkaline earth metal halides, one which is covalent and soluble in organic solvent is beryllium chloride.
What is the IUPAC name of the organic compound formed in the following chemical reaction? Acetone.
These electrons move to the oxygen part, so the ethyl portion will come to this carbon and get attached here, whereas the MgBr part will combine with oxygen.
On acid hydrolysis, water plus acid, H plus ions, will convert this into H. This is OH, this is magnesium hydroxybromide. So CH3COH, CH3, C2H5, which if we name it,
so the answer should be 2-methyl-butene-2-ol. BF3 is planar and electron deficient compound. Hybridization and number of electrons around the central atom respectively are, as BF3 is trigonal planar, so hybridization is sp2. And because boron has 3 electrons in the valence shell, and after combining with the 3 fluorine atoms, it will have 6 electrons. So option 2, sp2, hybridization and 6 electrons is the correct answer. The structure of beryllium chloride in solid state. In solid state, we get a polymeric chain structure. So in the solid state, the structure is chain, whereas it's a dimer in the vapor phase. So option 4 is the correct answer. The RBC deficiency is deficiency disease of vitamin B12. Number of body-centered unit cells in all 14 types of Bravais lattice units is, the answer here is 3. These are cubic, tetragonal and orthorhombic. So it has 3 body-centered unit cells. So molar conductance for acetic acid we have to find out. As we know, for finding out acetic acid, we have to add acetate ions and H plus ions. So molar conductivity at infinite dilution for sodium acetate plus molar conductivity for HCl minus NaCl to remove Na and Cl ions. So the value is 91 plus 426.16 minus 126.45 will give the answer equal to 390.71 Siemens centimeter square mole inverse. So option 1 is the correct answer. Which one of the following polymers is prepared by addition polymerization? So among these, Teflon is formed from tetrafluoroethylene. So this is an addition polymer. We have the formula pH is equal to 7 plus half of pKa minus pKb. As pKa is 4.7 and pKb is 3.27. So on subtracting and then adding, we get 7.75. So option 2 is the correct answer. A particular station of All India Radio, New Delhi, broadcasts on a frequency of 1368 kilohertz. So wavelength will be, as you know, that lambda is equal to C by nu. C is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meters per second. And nu is given 1368 into 10 raised to the power 3 because it's kilohertz. So 10 raised to the power 3 hertz. So on solving, this comes out to be 219.2 meters. Option 1 is the correct answer. Right option for the number of tetrahedral and octahedral voids in hexagonal primitive unit cell are, in hexagonal primitive unit cells, the number of atoms per unit cell is 6. As the tetrahedral voids is double, so tetrahedral voids should be 12. And octahedral voids are same as the number of atoms per unit cell, which is 6. So the option 3, 12 and 6 is the correct answer. Solutions were prepared by dissolving 10 gram glucose in 250 ml water, 10 gram urea in 250 ml, 10 gram sucrose in 250 ml. So the volume of solvent and the mass of solute is same, and we know that osmotic pressure is pi is equal to I into CRT. Other values being same, C is number of moles per volume and number of moles is mass of solute upon molar mass. Because mass of solute, volume, R and T are same, so that means that the pressure, this osmotic pressure, is inversely proportional to molecular mass. So we just put the values of molar masses of glucose, which is 180, urea 60 and sucrose 342. So higher the molecular mass, lesser will be the osmotic pressure. So for the third case, the pressure will be the least. So P3 is the smallest, and then after that this will be having better value than P3. So this is glucose. So P1 comes here and P2 here. Option 4, P2 is greater than P1 is greater than P3 is the correct order of osmotic pressure. Match list with 1 with list 2. PCl5 is trigonal bipyramidal. So A is 4. Then SF6 is octahedral. So B is 3. BrF5 is square pyramidal. So C is 1. So option 4 is correct answer. BF3 is trigonal planar. Ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion is, so these 6 points, 4 oxygen atoms will donate a pair of electron each and 2 nitrogen will donate their lone pair of electrons. So in all it's hexadentate. So option 4, that is EDTA, is hexadentate ligand with 4 oxygen and 2 nitrogen donor atoms is the correct answer. The right option for the statement Tyndall effect is exhibited by is, it should be starch solution because starch solution is colloidal in nature. Other 3 are true solutions. The major product formed in dehydrohalogenation reaction of 2-bromopentane is pent-2-ene. So this is 2-bromopentane, and because pent-2-ene is formed, that is Br takes hydrogen from the this carbon atom. So we can see that after elimination of HBr molecule, the alkene which is more substituted is formed. So this formation is on the basis of Sage-Zeff's rule, which says that that alkene is formed which is more alkyl substituted. Dihedral angle of least stable conformer of ethane is, so least stable will be the eclipsed conformation in which the dihedral angle between the hydrogens attached to the 2 carbon atoms is 0. So option 3 should be the correct answer. The major product of following chemical reaction is, here we are adding HBr to alkene in the presence of peroxide. So this is Kharash effect, and in this case Br, the negative part of the addendum, will be added to that carbon atom which contains greater number of hydrogens. So Br will be attached here and H will be attached here. So option 4 will give you this right product. So option 4 is the correct answer. The correct structure of 2,6-dimethyl dec-4-ene is, so we methyl groups at 2 and 6 position, 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. So this option 4 is the correct answer.
Total 10 carbons in the chain.
Zirconium with atomic number 40 and hafnium Z72 have similar atomic and ionic radius because they belong to lanthanum series and they undergo lanthanide contraction. Option 2 is the correct answer. And below are two statements. Aspirin and paracetamol belong to class of narcotic analgesics. No, they belong to non-narcotic analgesics. Morphine and heroin are narcotic, which is not correct here. So that means both statement 1 and 2 are false. Option 1 is the correct answer. Which one of the following methods can be used to obtain highly pure metal which is liquid at room temperature? So the metal which is liquid at room temperature is mercury. So the method used for obtaining pure mercury is distillation. So option 2 is the correct answer. The compound which show metamerism is C4H10O, because so these are the two metamers. So this option 3 shows metamerism. Others are not able to show this phenomena. Which of the following reactions is the metal displacement reaction? Option aluminium being more reactive than chromium will displace chromium from chromium oxide salt. So option 1 is the correct answer. The incorrect statement among the following is most of trivalent lanthanoid ions are colorless in solid state. Yes, this is the incorrect statement because most of the lanthanoid ions are colored in the solid state. Other statements are correct statements. Which one of the following is the correct option for right relationship between Cp and Cv for 1 mole of an ideal gas? So we know that Cp minus Cv is equal to R. Option 1 is the correct answer. The correct sequence of bond enthalpy of carbon-halogen bond is, the halogen atom is small in size, it's difficult to break, so it will have the highest bond enthalpy. So fluoride compound will have highest bond enthalpy, then chloride, then bromo, then iodo. Option 1 is the correct answer. An organic compound contains 78% by weight carbon and remaining percentage of hydrogen. So carbon is 78%, whereas hydrogen is 22. So to find out the empirical formula, let's divide with their atomic mass. 78 by 12 and 22 by hydrogen is 1. So we get 6.5 here and 22 here. Dividing both with 6.5, we get C as 1 and H is approximately equal to 3. So CH3 will be the correct answer. For a reaction A into B, enthalpy of reaction is minus 4.2 kilojoules per mole. That means it is exothermic in reaction. And an exothermic reaction will be one where the energy of reactants is greater than that of product, so that the extra energy is released in the form of heat. Enthalpy of activation is 9.6 kilojoules. So correct potential energy profile will be the energy of reactant should be greater. So option 1 is the only graph which is having greater energy of reactants. So option 1 is the correct answer. Molar conductivity of 0.007 molar acetic acid is 20 Siemens centimeter square per mole. What is the dissociation constant of acetic acid? The given data is that we have infinite dilution for H plus and acetate ions as 350 and 50. From here we can calculate the molar conductivity at infinite dilution. For acetic acid, 350 plus 50 is 400. So and molar conductivity at concentration C is given as 20. So 20 divided by 400 is 1 by 20. This is the value of degree of dissociation. So at equilibrium, when alpha has dissociated out of 1 mole, then the concentration at equilibrium for acetic acid will be C into 1 minus alpha, whereas for acetate ions and hydrogen ions it will be C alpha and C alpha. So the equilibrium constant or the dissociation constant will be concentration of products upon a reactants. So this will be C square alpha square upon C into 1 minus alpha. So this cancel out as this becomes C alpha square. As alpha is very, very small in comparison to 1 by 20, this can be ignored. So we get K is equal to C alpha square, or K is equal to C concentration is given as 0.007 into alpha is 1 by 20 into 1 by 20 the whole square, which comes out to be, on solving, this comes out to be 5 into 10 raised to power minus 5 moles per liter. This is the correct answer. The product formed in the following chemical reaction is, this reactant is made to react with sodium borohydride. As you know that NaBH4 can only cause reduction of double bond oxygen and ester group is left untouched. So only this will be converted to OH. So the correct option will be option 3, where double bond O is converted to OH, whereas ester group is left intact. Next question is, match list 1 with list 2. Free radicals are being produced here, which can cause depletion of ozone. So for option B, we should have the correct option as 3. This is use of acid rain on marble buildings, because marble is made of calcium carbonate. So for option C, it should be 1. So option C, so option 2 is the correct answer. For A, it can be tropospheric pollution, and for this nitrogen dioxide, it causes photochemical smog. So Scatterman-Koch reaction. So A with 2 we have here. Then this is hypohalide.
This is haloform reaction.
Then C is purification reaction. So C should be 4 and D should be Helvoland-Zielinski reaction. So option 3 H2S, which is not true. So option 1 is the correct answer. Increasing pK value is not the case over here. It should be decreasing. Rest 3 statements are true. This is increasing acidic character, this is increasing oxidizing power, and this is increasing acidic strength. The reagent R in the given sequence of chemical reaction is, here we are converting aniline by reacting it with nitrous acid into isonium salt, and then to remove the isonium salt we have to use alcohol. So option 1 is the correct. For irreversible expansion of ideal gas under isothermal condition. So under isothermal condition, the temperature remains same. So there is no change in internal energy. So delta U should be 0. And as it is irreversible expansion occurs if there is a total increase in randomness, that is entropy is greater than 0. So it's not equal to 0. So option 2. Delta U is equal to 0 and delta
is not equal to 0 is the correct option.
The correct option for value of vapor pressure of a solution at 45 degrees centigrade with benzene to octane in the molar ratio 3. Now at 45 degree centigrade vapor pressure of benzene, that is P0 A, will be 280. So the total pressure will be partial pressure of benzene plus partial pressure of octane. So for benzene, we multiply its vapor pressure of pure benzene 280 into mole fraction 3 by 5 plus for octane, vapor pressure of pure octane 420 into its mole fraction 2 by 5. On solving, this comes out to be 336. So option 2 is the correct answer. So this is hexacyanoferrite. In this, iron is in +3 oxidation state, but because cyanide is a strong field ligand, so it will cause pairing of electrons in the T2G. So as there are 5 electrons, so out of 5 electrons, the lower T2G orbitals will have all the 5 electrons, 2 and 2, and only 1 unpaired electron. The magnetic moment for 1 unpaired electron will be 3 is 1.73. So for option A, it is 1.73. Here in +3 oxidation state, but water is a weak field ligand, the 5 electrons will move 3 to T2G and 2 to EG. So in all there are 5 unpaired electrons, and the whole under root will give the value 5.92. 1 for C with the +2 oxidation state and in the d orbital, and because it causes pairing, so all 6 are paired up, so there is 0 unpaired electrons, so the magnetic moment will be 0. Bohr magnetons, so for option C it is 2. So option 3 is the correct answer. ln K versus 1 by T slope. As this slope is equal to minus EA upon R, so on solving and putting the value of R is 8.314 and multiplying, we get the activation energy equal to 41.5 kilojoules per mole. So option 4 is the correct answer. From the following pairs of ions, which one is not isoelectronic pair? So atomic number 11 minus 1 charge 10. This is 12 minus 2 10. Both are isoelectronic. This is 25 minus 2 is 23. 26 minus 3 is 23, isoelectronic. This is 26 minus 2 is 24, whereas 25 minus 2 is 23. These are not isoelectronic, so option 3 is the correct option. 8 plus 2, 10 and 9 plus 1, 10. These are isoelectronic. Choose the correct option for the total pressure in atmosphere in a mixture of 4 gram oxygen and 2 gram hydrogen confined in a total volume of 1 liter at 0 degree centigrade. R value and temperature are given. So we know that PV is equal to nRT. So P total will be nRT upon V. So let's find out the total number of moles of oxygen and hydrogen. So number of moles of oxygen will be 4 divided by its molecular mass, which is 32, plus for hydrogen it is 2 divided by its molecular mass, which is 2. So 4 upon 32 plus 2 upon 2 is 1.125 and into R is 0.082 into 273. On solving, this comes out to be 25.18. So option 2 is the correct answer. Then sodium acetate on reacting with sodium hydroxide plus which reagent will form alkane. So this reaction is soda lime reaction. So the missing reagent is calcium oxide, CaO. Option 2 is the correct answer. The next question is, the intermediate compound X in the following chemical reaction is, so with toluene, when we add chromyl chloride in the presence of carbon disulfide, 2 of the hydrogens are replaced with this product. So the intermediate should be CHO, CrOH, Cl twice. So option 4 is the correct answer. Which of the following molecules polar in nature? So SbCl5 is non-polar because it's trigonal bipyramidal. They cancel each other. Similarly, in the above the plane and below the plane also, they are opposite in direction, so they cancel each other. So overall dipole moment comes out to be 0. So this is non-polar in nature. Others are polar molecules. That's all in today's video. Thank you. Have a nice day.